The Rabbit and the Mountain Lion. It begins with the memory of youth, 16 years old, a fresh driver's license, and the reckless thrill of adventure. Xander and her best friend, Amy, are deep in the winter mountains, piling out of an old Ford Explorer they affectionately call the Exploder. They are totally unprepared, armed only with her father's ancient wooden snowshoes, but the silence of the snow and the majesty of the peaks are calling to them. Suddenly, the silence is broken by a discovery: paw prints. Massive ones. Mountain lion. No question about it. Instead of retreating, they do what teenagers often do, the exact opposite of the smart thing. They follow the tracks. But the thrill quickly turns to terror when they realize the tracks are looping. They are circling them. Panic sets in. They try to run in broken snowshoes, stumbling, soaked, and terrified, eventually crashing into a ranger station, breathless and frantic. There's a mountain lion on the trail. They scream. The ranger, calm as a frozen lake, flips through a guidebook. He points to a picture. Did it look like this? Yes, definitely that. Suppressing a grin, the ranger replies, "This is another animal we have around here. A snowshoe hare." Their tracks are commonly confused for a mountain lion. They hadn't been stalked by a predator. They were running from a bunny. The alphabet soup. 20 years later, the scene shifts. That same best friend, Amy, is at Xander's door. But the mountains are gone. Xander hasn't left the house in weeks. The adventures that built their friendship, the sports, the risks, the outdoors, have been replaced by the four walls of a home that feels increasingly like a cage. As Amy unpacks Tupperware containers of food, she asks the question that everyone asks: "How are you feeling?" "I hope you're feeling better." For Xander, the question lands like a heavy stone. Her stomach sinks. Silence hangs in the air. How's she feeling? She has a connective tissue disorder, an alphabet soup of diagnoses that isn't going away. She isn't just sick, she is chronically ill. She can only stand upright for a few hours a day. She wears sunglasses indoors because the light hurts. Before Xander can answer, Amy adds, "You must feel good. You look so good." It is meant with love, but it feels like a wall going up. Xander puts on the mask she has perfected over a lifetime, the smile, the nod. But inside, she feels a Grand Canyon of distance opening up between them. Amy leaves, and Xander is left alone on the couch, realizing that in trying to protect Amy from the uncomfortable truth, she has lost the chance to be truly seen. A new way to connect. This pattern wasn't unique to Amy. Xander saw it everywhere. People would ask, "I hope you're feeling better," but what Xander heard was, "I can't handle that you're still sick." She found herself taking care of their feelings about her illness, rather than receiving support. She craved connection, not a medical interview. She didn't want to be circled by the mountain lion of her diagnosis in every conversation. Then, a breakthrough came from an unlikely source, her physical therapist. After countless sessions of asking, "How are you feeling?" the therapist tried something different. When Xander walked in one day, the therapist simply said, "I'm glad to see you." Relief washed over Xander. No pressure to report symptoms. No need to fake a smile. Just a human acknowledgement of presence. The lesson. Xander realized that this small shift could change everything. Chronic illness is isolating, and the standard greetings often make it worse. By replacing, "How are you?" or "I hope you're better," with "I'm glad to see you," or "It means a lot that you're here," we create space. We allow the person to choose what they share. We treat them as a human first and a patient second. The story closes with a call to action, not just for those with sick friends, but for everyone. The question, "How are you?" has become a meaningless reflex. But telling someone you are simply glad they exist? That is the beginning of real connection. As Xander says in the end, a simple change in how we greet each other can ripple outward, helping to build a world where being sick doesn't have to mean being alone.